game.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Big John here, and welcome to another episode of It's All in the Game. Alright, today we're going to talk about something that's super important. Alright, this is actually the topic that really kind of got me motivated to get up and start making these videos. Alright, and that is why you should never talk to the police ever. Alright, like, it just seems like something that's so obvious, you know. I mean, when you're out there on the street kicking it with your people, you know, oh man, I'm going to stand tall. You know, I'm never going to talk to those people, man. I mean, it just is like second nature. You know that you would never talk to those people. But when it comes right down to it, it's not always that easy, okay? And that's not by accident. You know, the police are trained to make you feel like you have to talk to them. I mean, they are in this position of authority, and they're going to come and speak to you in a certain way and present information to you in a certain way that kind of makes you feel like you believe you have to talk to them, especially if you're not under arrest. If you're under arrest, they're going to go over your Miranda rights with you, which is, you know, that you have the right to remain silent. That means you don't have to talk. You know, you have the right to do so with an attorney. You know, if you are going to talk, we're going to use this against you. That's what's called your Miranda rights, and they have to present you with those. But if you're not being arrested and you're just being approached, you know, as a person of interest, or maybe somebody they believe has information about something, regardless, you know, they are trained to make you believe that you should be talking to them, or that you have to talk to them, or they have certain tactics that they'll use to get you to talk to them, right? So, you know, when they come up and approach you, there's going to be different things going through your head, right? You know, you're going to want to try to explain what happened if this is something you're involved in. You know, you're going to want to try to talk your way out of something. Now, look, if there is a legitimate explanation, maybe you did have something to do with that incident, but really there is a legitimate explanation that they need to hear, you know, that would keep you from being convicted, still don't talk to them. What you need to do is tell them you want to talk to an attorney, okay? Because the thing is, even if you believe that this explanation that you have is legitimate, the problem is sometimes there's going to be some legal reason why you would still be admitting to your involvement in a crime. So regardless, you don't ever want to talk to those people. There will never, ever, ever be a situation that you are going to be better off for talking to them without an attorney. You know, you might want to explain your innocence even. And you just flat out did not do it, okay? But they believe you did it. If you start talking to them and telling them why you did not commit a crime, whether you're telling them the truth because you didn't commit that crime, or you're, you know, spinning some bullshit because you obviously don't want to tell them you committed that crime, if they believe that you did and they're looking at you as a suspect, chances are they're going to think you're lying one way or the other, okay? Now, if you are lying, what they've got is they've got you locked into a lie, which is the next best thing for them after your confession. Because if they have you locked into a lie, they've got a statement that you made, and now if they can prove that some of those aspects of that statement are incorrect or are inaccurate, they can show that you're lying about this situation, which makes you look even more guilty, right? Now, if you are innocent and you are trying to explain your innocence, but they don't believe you and they still think you're lying, you know, it's not going to benefit you, you know, right off to explain that. What you want to do in any one of these situations is get a lawyer to help you explain those situations, because that lawyer is always going to know the ins and outs of any legal situation that might result from this explanation, and they're always going to, you know, have a little bit more respect with those police too than you are, because the police don't respect you, man. They're there to try to solve a crime. The police are trained to get you to speak to them. That is their job. They go through training. They go through specific training to get, you know, to accomplish that task. So some of these tactics that they're involved in, I'm going to put you up on right now. Some of them you might know, some of them you might not. You know, you've heard of that good cop, bad cop. You know what that means? The good cop, they're going to try to be your friend. They're going to try to relate to you. Oh, you look, you know, you came up hard. I came up hard too. You know, like I came up the same kind of way you did. They're going to try to relate to you. Just say some shit to you to make you think that they're really on your level. They can really understand where you're coming from and why you would have done something like this. That's the good cop. The bad cop, they're going to come in and be intimidating. Look, man, you don't talk here. You don't know what's going to happen to you, man. Let me tell you what's going to happen to you. You can go do 20 years, a hard time, blah, blah, blah. They're going to talk to you real crazy, and they're going to talk to you real hard, right? So that's the whole good cop, bad cop. They're going to get you scared, or they're going to try to be your friend. And the fact is, both of those routines are effective on people. The whole thing that got me thinking about this particular thing is that show, The First 48, right? I love that show. I'm sure a lot of y'all seen that. It showed police investigating murders, okay? And almost every time, 9 out of 10 times at least, the police will get this dude, the dude they think that did it, and they'll get him in the interrogation room. And now the detectives will all be standing around in the office talking to each other, and they'll say, man, we really got to get this dude to talk because we just really don't got the evidence. All we got is like this one prostitute's word, or we got this other dope fiend that said he did it, but we really ain't got no evidence. We need this dude to talk, right? So they'll go in there and they'll work their magic. They might be talking to him real crazy. They might be real friendly to him. The dude might be standing tall. Man, I didn't have nothing to do with it. We're not saying anything. But they'll just keep the dude in there, man. Because until you tell him you want a lawyer, or until you just tell him you want to walk the fuck out, which, unless you're under arrest, you always have the right to do. You do not have to sit there and engage them at all right? You never have to do that. Let me make that clear. If you're not under arrest and they're trying to speak to you, you are under no obligation to sit there and engage them and talk to them at all. Tell them, have a nice day, sir. I'm telling you, just get the hell out of there. But as long as you're sitting there engaging them, they're going to engage you back. Some of these dudes on this show, man, they'll have them dudes in there for hours, and they'll keep on coming back at them. And finally, they'll have one of them in there, man, no, you got to get this off your chest, man. I know you got something weighing hard on your chest, man. And the dude will get to crying, oh, man, I didn't mean for the man to die. And they'll tell themselves, like every single time, man, they'll tell themselves, it just drives me crazy. And these other police that aren't in the interrogation room, that are watching on the closed circuit TV from the office, they're out there, yeah, we got the man to tell. They're cheering each other on and shit. And the dude just told on himself he's going to go away for a lot of years. That, 1 out of 10 times when the man say, look, I need to speak with an attorney, man, they out there getting mad, slamming their notebook down. We're going to get him anyway. So anyway, that show, that's really what got me motivated, got me thinking about this here, all right? So yeah, what are some of the things they say to you? They do that good cop, bad cop. They're going to tell you, you need to help yourself here. You know what I mean? Right now, we only got these other people's side of the story. And you ain't going to let them tell your story, are you? Something like that. So we need to hear your side of the story. Like I said, even if you're innocent, but if you're going to give them some story, they love that. Even if it's not the truth, they love that. Because what's happening at that point is they are locking you into a statement, and they're going to do everything they can to track down every single little aspect of that statement. I'm going to tell you, if you think that your baby mama is going to be your alibi, or you think that, some girl that you met at the club last weekend is going to alibi you, oh yeah, I was with so-and-so, all weekend last weekend. Maybe you was with her, but you watch this show, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna call so-and-so you met at the club, and they're gonna say, yeah, he was with me last weekend. He did step out for a few hours though, and lo and behold, it was in a few hours that the dirt happened. It will inevitably be better for you if they think you did it. And they say, all right, we're gonna arrest you. Fine. Take the bracelets, let them march you off to a cell, and talk to your lawyer the next day or the day after that, and let your lawyer go speak to these people for you, all right? If you have a legitimate explanation, you're going to do better off spending that night or two in jail than you are going to try to, spin a story that they're not going to believe right away, or spin a story that isn't true, even worse, all right? So yeah, they're going to tell you to unburden yourself. They're going to tell you things will go better for you in court. If you give us your side of the story, and it ain't true. They don't care. You get to court. The judge don't care if you had a conversation with the police or not. Something a lot of people don't know. I mean, folks who've been through this know, but a lot of folks don't know. They can lie to you all day long. If you lie to them, there's certain situations even where you can be charged with that. But the police, they can lie to you all day long in an interrogation. They can tell you so-and-so is over there telling on you right now. we got all, they like in a situation where they pretty much know what happened, but they really don't, you know, have the evidence against you. They might tell you, oh, so and so told us you did this, and this is what happened. Woo woo woo. And they might have you in one box and your partner in the other box, and telling your partner, oh, your boy telling on you right now, talking about you, or telling you, oh, your boy telling on you right now, and both of you was standing tall until you heard that your partner was telling on you, and then you spilled the freaking beans. I mean, that's the way they do. All right. It is absolutely within their right to lie to you. They're trained to do it. They do it well. Okay, so do not take their word for things. Ask for an attorney. That's really, I cannot emphasize that enough. It is never going to benefit you ever to go speak with them people by yourself, ever. There's never going to be a time where that's going to help you. All right, ever. Take my word for it. Get a lawyer. If the police come and try to talk to you, be respectful. That's what I would suggest. Be respectful. Say, sir, I can't have this conversation with you right now. I need an attorney. And this is one last point I'm going to make here. A lot of people say, isn't it going to make me look guilty if I'm asking for an attorney? Why would an innocent person want an attorney? No. Asking for an attorney is your right. Period. End of story. It's not making you look guilty. It's not making you look innocent. Even if to somebody it is making you look guilty, it doesn't matter. It is your right. End of story. If you do get confronted by the police, do not talk to them. Sir, respectfully, I don't have anything to say at this time. I really need to consult with an attorney first. My attorney will get back in touch with you. Leave me with your card maybe, or if you really have the intention of going to get an attorney and having that attorney track him down. Because if it is something that you did, they're not just going to leave you alone, when you don't talk to them. You are going to want to go get a hold of an attorney and have that attorney, do that talking for you. Use your mouthpiece. But that's what you need to do. So yeah, respectfully, sir, have a nice day. And y'all have a nice day too. I appreciate y'all coming and checking out the channel, especially these early videos. I really need the support. So if y'all like this content, if y'all interested in hearing more about this kind of stuff, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I cannot emphasize enough how much that will help. Leave your comments, what you're thinking about these videos. If you've got content that you'd like to hear me speak on, please throw that in the comments too. I'm going to read all those comments, and I will absolutely take that into consideration. Have a great day, y'all. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's all in the game. Take it easy, y'all.